We've been talking a lot about the LSU side of things in the college football world with Brian Kelly being bounced out of the Bayou, and then their target, Lane Kiffin. So real quick, just an aside, all right? So Big Vic, okay, he's already on a tightrope of emotion, okay? My neighbor's diehard Baton Rouge man.
Is that anything like a glass case of emotion?
Yeah, well, tightrope of emotion, glass case, they're all the same, except for you don't want to fall off the tightrope into a glass case.
Or get your dog kicked into the river prior.
Yeah. Well, I just know this. He had a glass case of bourbon that he needed to open, and we had to do the bourbon mouthwash at the end of the evening because, like, consecutive Saturdays, your team had fallen, even though Florida had beaten Mississippi State. They had fallen. You knew they were going to get rid of their coach. Anyway, he's so fragile right now as a Bayou Bengal, and he knows how bad a job Brian Kelly's done, but what's going to happen? Are they going to go get the guy? And so then I'm sitting next to him. I'm like, let me tell you something, Big Vic. If you fire Brian Kelly and then all of a sudden you turn and set your sights on Lane Kiffin, I am not going to be a happy Gator. As a matter of fact, I went out and shopped for these boots that I'm going to send to Lane Kiffin. Okay, let me just show them to you fellas, and then I'll put it out on social. Okay, I went and made sure that I got something nice that I think Lane would like. Okay, look at these. Okay, look at these kicks. You see those? Okay, you see those?
Those are jazzy, bro.
Yeah. You see them?
Is that that's what we're doing now? We sending gifts.
Well, listen, I'm willing to invest $159 in these Gator Cowboy boots and ship them to Lane Kiffin if we can get him down to Hogtown, as opposed to now LSU is going to be coming after him. In your mind, what is Scott Strickland? I know you've been in his mind recently. He doesn't like it, but in the mind of Scott Strickland, Matt, what is he thinking about doing right now to counter now another big brand thinking about lassoing Lane Kiffin?
I don't know there's anything
that's
he can
his
do.
number one target.
Right, and that's a couple things. I don't know if it's his number one target. It could be Jeff Brom. It could be Eli Drinkwitz. It could be anyone. It could be Jed Fish for all we know. So I don't know that that's his or others
it better be one of his big targets.
Or others who will also be involved in making the hire. Yeah. I don't know if that's their number one guy. I mean, all you can do is hope that he sees the value in what you have and your facilities and your financial support and your athletic administration support, and your geographic footprint to recruit. To me, and I've been saying this now for a while, the money's all the same. You've heard me say this over and over. Mm-hmm. The money is all the same, okay? Ole Miss's NIL money commitment is not going to be any less than Florida's. It might be $1 million less. It doesn't matter, okay? It's not any less or more than LSU's.
A dumb question. Is it endless?
And well, yeah. Yeah, at this point, I think we've seen it's endless. The whole idea that it's not sustainable is a joke. Mm-hmm. So the money that he's going to get paid to coach the team, also similar. The money that he'll be able to use for salaries for assistants also will be similar. The only difference for Kiffin right now is where do I want to be as a man, okay?
Right.
And number two, if coaching and winning is my number one priority, what's the easiest place for me to win at?
Yeah.
And the easiest spot of those three is Florida, and only because it's the state of Florida where you can sit there and cherry pick the best players in the state.
Yeah, it's what I've been saying forever. There's more available talent, and there still is more fan passion on a regular basis because you can't name a championship that Ole Miss has won of late, okay? They don't have banners. They don't have trophies. And with apologies to Hotty Toddy, they just don't have all of it compared to maybe some of the other big brands in the Southeastern Conference, which includes LSU, not just Florida.
But here's the thing: if you're Lane Kiffin's agent, you got to show some uncertainty when the season's over with, just for the money factor, because he's gonna get paid. And I was asking you if y'all go into a bidding war with LSU, are you willing to pay the $13, $14, $15 million a year? Yeah. You said yes.
Yeah.
Didn't even blink.
I'll up my ante. Right now I'm at $9.99. I'll double it, okay, to make sure that we get him and that he does not go to the Bayou. And it's going to take that. It's going to take the big bucks.
So let me ask you, Matt, so if you're Ole Miss, won't you just pay him at the end of the season?
Well, but I don't think it matters because Florida's going to match anything or probably go higher than whatever they do. It doesn't matter. I think it's going to end up being like, what does Lane believe is his easiest path, not only to winning, but his most comfortable path as far as, like, living? Mm-hmm. Like, he's a different guy than what he was 3 years ago. He's not the same guy. And I think that's going to play a role in it. I also think he turns his roster over every single year at Ole Miss because you can't recruit there. It's a small state. It's a good state for high school players, but it's not
less talent per
It's
capita.
not even close to what Florida has or what he could get at Florida. So it's a job to turn your roster over every single year is a lot of work, and it's a lot of stress, and it's taking up, my guess would be 60-70% of his oxygen as a coach.
Okay.
So then you decide then, okay, let's go to Florida and let's do it organically. Let's build through high school recruiting, which is what Georgia does, Ohio State does.
Right.
The elite teams that are in the playoff every single year, that's what they do.
And you can still use the portal.
And you can still supplement with the portal. Yes, you don't have to think, all right, I got to get 25 players out of here. You can think, all right, I need 5.
You might be killing the notion that he's not this diehard recruiter because he's working.
No.
He
He's
can
a
do both.
killer recruiter.
Yeah.
But he can do in high school where you can literally get to the point where you're on a track that never ends.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me just say this to you, okay? Did you ever think we would get to the point where I would tell you the coach at Florida State can't recruit high schools?
Never.
Never.
No.
Nope.
So you want to know why Mike Norvell is failing at Florida State? Because it's all about the portal with him. He's not recruiting the high schools well enough. He has a decent class going this year, which is going to get blown all to pieces, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's the problem at Florida State. He hasn't been able to recruit the state.
What if Lane is not obsessed with winning? Maybe he's not a Nick Saban.
He may not be.
He wants to win championships. All
Does
right. So the point you're making, let's go to break on this because the point you're making is a fair one. Because he has one road win in the conference against a ranked opponent in his entire time at Ole Miss. And everyone's fighting over him.
Just got it.
Yeah, just got it. Just got it Saturday.
I'm gonna give you another one.
So
Never
won
won a power conference championship. Never been in the playoff as a head coach.
Now it's not.
And he will be the highest paid coach in college football at the end of this.
Yeah, and it. All right, there you go. Call him the Trevor Lawrence of the SEC in the college football world. It is XL Primetime. Hey, Joe C. here. Thanks so much for watching the Gators 1010XL YouTube channel. Don't forget, like and subscribe the Gators YouTube channel and all the team channels that we have on 1010XL. We're here for you, so make sure you like and subscribe our 1010XL YouTube channels.